So I sung how I wore when it came hard to breathe. Hit the focus to make sure I hit the notes. And there's palm and I won't blame you if you can't believe. But she began to flow. That's your man, hey, cause if it isn't, I'ma break my very best for you tonight. Now she say I'm a magician. I'll stay forever. I'll stay forever. I'm in love, there is it.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Houston Texans. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Now the former Hurricane, David Martinez. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Texans very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
To throw, it's May. Looking deep downfield. And it's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Pats go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead.
Texans nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And how about that return as he's all the way inside the 20-yard line.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. Maybe I go out there and try and stop them, but boy, what a tough spot they're in.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
But they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
And Stroud now to throw. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
that might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big game.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can...
Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Stephon Diggs, 72 yards. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
Well, he gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Why, Tony? Here we go.
Stroud. That went out wide and intercepted. And the Patriots are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Second and a couple. May going to give it to Henderson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
To the air, May. And his throw here is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here goes throw.
On the draw, it's Henderson. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Looking to throw. May. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll find Henderson out of the backfield here. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Trevion Henderson, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Patriots have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
My coach really hungry, trying to give me some money. Oh, I'll pay. I'm talking down on his side like he ain't the ghost. If you don't agree, ask me straight in your this 5 years, you already know. Already know how it goes. Already know I
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
But
for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Stroud. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll be out right at the 35. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 33 and a first. Perfect execution on that inside handoff, and then a little will, a little brute strength to move forward after the contact.
What do we call that now in today's NFL? Heck, in today's football? Contact balance, right? That's the bump.
And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Crazy.
Throwing here is May. It's complete to Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That's good.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Traditionally, as a defense, your number one job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback, make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's May. And Diggs has it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Oh, some strong running. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. First down.
A gain of 18 on the play. And a Patriot first down.
From the shotgun, it's May. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
It's complete to Diggs. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
They'll throw with May. He'll try and do this himself. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. Well, maybe that's the spark that they needed here, Charles. Trailing, but a big block. We'll see if that swings the momentum a bit.
You mentioned the word spark. I'm just wondering, as they went off the field and the offense was coming out, did one of those special teams members say, hey, obviously we haven't given up on this one. We've given you a little bit of a spark. What are you going to do with it?
Why Tony?
Well, they'll go play action here with Stroud. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves it with 2 to go on second down. The Texans at 6-3 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 2.
Oh, hey, no more.
Stroud looking to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Stroud keeps it. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A wall of bodies there. Nowhere to burrow through the line on the quarterback sneak. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Pass caught by Burden. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun on third down is May. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. 2nd and 9 from the 44.
At the 44-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. He's got the Michigan man, Colston Loveland. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
19 yards. First down, Patriots.
From the shotgun, May with it. There's a short one caught by Loveland. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From the gun, it's May. That's caught left side, Burden. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 8, it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
On the draw, this is Henderson. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. He'll look to throw. May looking to run. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Drake May scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Patriots will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights. And a lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Texans 7.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Let's go.
Throwing now is Stroud. Open man, that's Jaden Higgins. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Pats are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And shutting him off, now open field. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
To throw, it's May. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he stays up. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot. Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Look the hot, look the hot. Here we go.
Final play of the half, Stroud. They'll let this go deep for Collins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
On the quick, right?
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
2nd and 10.
All right. Why Tony? 118. 11 up. 9.
Stroud working out of the gun. Now he'll tuck. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
He's got space past the 25. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Stroud and company going for it. He'll try to do it himself. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. To the air, May. Williams brings it in. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves. And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. May fighting to stay upright. May looking to run. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
And how about the coverage here in the end zone? That's how you frustrate a quarterback. You get pressure on, and you take away all of his receivers, and he's got to throw it away.
So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 9. A shotgun snap to Stroud. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
39-yard line.
Now Weber. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He's credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Stroud to throw it. This goes out wide for Mixon. So the completion gets him just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now.
Going to see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. And he's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them.
They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez. And the Patriots will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And this is caught by Williams. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver, and as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Martinez is into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening it up. You may get some playing time in this one.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
All right.
They run straight ahead here with White. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. A second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now Stroud. This pass complete to Higgins. And he's not going to get the first down. He had to get to the 30, but he's a yard or two short. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Hey, uno. All right. White zone. 18. What's that? Tonight.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. So after the fourth down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now a pause for the injury, and that is as Joe Mixon clearly in some discomfort following that last play. Here's White. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Once again, it's White. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown.
You can do better.
Alert the hot. All right. Hey, south. Tonight.
Stroud out of the gun here. He'll try and do this himself. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Pats are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Here we go. Yellow, 43. Ready.
And they take a knee.
Black 40. Ready.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Set, hut. 33. Yellow.
And they will take a knee here. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for New England, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Houston, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now.